Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, and the big news of this year has been the titanium cases that Rolex has introduced, but they're not alone. Recently, there's been some big titanium advancements with Tag Heuer too, and we have that watch right here. So one of the big pieces of watch news that came out this year is Rolex's introduction of some titanium cases. But they're actually not alone recently. One model that flew kind of under the radar in years past is the titanium Monaco that Tag Heuer came out with a few years back. A very limited edition piece that they have already discontinued. Surprising for a couple of reasons. One, that they discontinued it so quickly, and two, that it took them so long to make a Monaco with a titanium case, because frankly, this is a watch that could really use it. If anyone who has ever tried on the standard, the traditional stainless steel Monaco in any of the dial colors, it's a surprisingly heavy watch just because of how thick it is and just the square case having so much metal on it. Even though 39 millimeters doesn't sound like a very large watch, this could actually sit pretty high and could be a pretty heavy watch for what it is. So for such a racing-inspired chronograph, an iconic one such as this, it definitely makes a lot of sense that they would not only make it in a titanium case, but also just how universal and consistent it is. This is a really consistent, brushed, very grainy pattern on this titanium, and something that I really think lends itself to this watch a lot more than some other watches I can think of that manufacturers have been making in titanium for decades now. This particular one comes with a pretty unique silver dial, which I think matches the titanium pretty well. Not too bright, not too light, not a lot of contrast, blends in just fine. Also with black subdials, which people really love on a lighter color dial, and of course the red accents. Very small one at the top here, and also with your sweep hand in the middle. All the pushers, this one does have the traditional McQueen sort of crown on the opposite side, which as a lefty, I really love, always love when you can find that on a watch. And it just makes the Monaco very symmetrical, which I do think for a square case like this is something it does very well. This does come with a Tag caliber 11 movement, like all Monacos from this generation. And you also do get the exhibition case back with this as well. And also kind of hopefully being able to see a little bit more of the grainy finish on this titanium, which again, this isn't just a standard titanium case. This is a particularly beautiful finish on this as well, and a case that really has as much metal on it as the Monaco does. I think this is a fantastic choice, and again, a really surprising piece that is done so incredibly well, and it's a shame they don't make it anymore. Hopefully they will be able to reintroduce this in some other colors, but for now, this is going to be an absolute dream of any Tag Heuer collector or racing chronograph collector, anyone who's really into that old school 70s type of racing watch. This is one of the best newer examples I have seen. And we have this one and so much more. Not only this, we are getting tons of new Rolexes, tons of new Patek Philippe's, tons of different brands every single day. So subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, and check out our new arrivals every single day, because we're adding new stuff at SwissWatchExpo.com.